Yes, we're here. So you can see my screen, right? Can you see the presentation?
No.
You can't. So, okay. Share screen. Can we share my screen? Okay, good. Here we go. So, yes, guys, let's continue. What about others? What was your biggest fear as a kid?
My biggest fear was being alone in my childhood. Yeah.
Your biggest fear was being alone. What
Yes.
kind of alone? Being left alone at home or just being alone in general?
At home, of course, especially. Yeah.
At home. And was it accompanied by some other fears? Were you afraid of darkness, or were you afraid of monsters or some bad people? What was it?
Actually, that no, like monsters, maybe, yeah.
So, but generally speaking, being alone, right? Okay.
Yes, because in my childhood, my sister told me that about like monsters. That's why I was afraid being alone.
You're afraid being alone. I got it. Because of your sister, because she told you stories about monsters, right?
Yes, yeah.
Got it. Okay, guys. And oh, yes, Nurjan, what about now? Are you afraid of being alone now?
No, I'm not afraid.
I see. So that
alone,
means you have,
yeah, even darkness. I'm not
afraid of darkness anymore. Got it.
Yes.
So Erkin says that he's afraid to look down on high place. Okay, so it's basically speaking, it's a fear of height, right? What about you guys? Are you afraid of height?
Height is a biggtik.
Biggtik тура.
Yes, of course.
So I mean, of course, we all have some kind of fear, but for some people, it's a special fear, right? Like it's really big. It's kind of phobia, right? So do you have anything like that? For example, when you go really, really high, or when you are on the 10th floor, can you look down? I guess nobody has. Okay. So, yes, anybody else?
Me.
Oh, sure.
Yes, of course. My fear is a high place. We live in second store.
On second floor, okay.
On second floor. And when we needed to clean windows, I couldn't. I couldn't, and it did my mother.
Your mother did clean. I see.
Yeah.
I see. So was it just the second floor?
Yeah. Now I live in third floor, but I still have a fear, and I don't clean my window. Now my husband clean it.
I got it. I got it. So yeah, I mean, that's an interesting fear, of course. I mean, I like heights, but I'm afraid of them. I mean, in the same time. I mean, it's weird. So Guli says that she was afraid of cemeteries. Cemetery деген бұл мүрзө, кишилер өтүп кеткенден кийин биз көмө турган жер бұл cemetery. Okay. So, yes, guys, who's next? Who's gonna be talking about their fear? Nuzada, Salman, who left? Yes, guys, what was your biggest fear as a kid? Okay, let's go to the next one. And another question. What is your biggest fear now? So now, do you have any fears?
Yes.
So tell me about your fear now. What are you afraid of today?
I have new fears at my взрослый жашоомдо деген кандай?
Adult life.
Adult life?
Азыр жазып коеюн, кой тургула. Adult life.
Adult,
My adult life. I have other fears. Okay, and what is it?
Yes, because I know more information about kind of people, and I know that I know statistics where shows that there are a lot of people who has problem with their mind, mental
problems.
Yes, and they can to do something bad for you, and they have spravka.
I don't know the equivalent word, but yeah, they have a medical condition, right?
Yes, they have medical condition, and we can't argue with them, and we can't
You can't sue them.
We can't sue them.
Sue.
Sue them. We can sue them. I have heard that when my one coworker went to their home, somebody bıçak менен сайып кеткен.
Stabbed him with a knife.
Stabbed him with a knife, да?
So somebody with a mental problem stabbed him with a knife. Stab деген бул бир нерсени саюу да, сайып кетүү. Stab. A knife деген бул бычак.
Stabbed her with a knife without reasons.
Without any reason. Yes, of course.
Reason.
Got it. Okay. So guys, what about others? Oh, actually, you know what? I'm not afraid of crazy people. I have a fear of going crazy. I mean, nobody is protected from that, right? Someday you can go crazy and lose your mind, and that's really bad for me. Okay. So what about others? What do you guys think? What is your biggest fear now?
May I say?
Sure.
Now my biggest fear is lose someone.
To lose someone.
To lose someone.
Someone you love, right? Your relatives, your family, right?
Yes, I
Got
don't
it.
know. I always think about something like this. If I lose, how I feel like this.
You don't know how you will feel, right? What will you feel? Got it. Of course, we will all. I mean, we're not protected from that, and one day, of course, we will lose someone, and that's what's the worst thing, right? That's the worst thing, of course. I can understand you, actually. I guess everybody thinks about that every once in a while, right? Especially in the modern world where I mean, conflicts happen, wars happen, climate change, and that stuff. Actually, Guli says that her biggest fear is the climate change. Of course, that's
COVID time also. I think all the people think about it.
Yes, everybody was losing someone every day, right? Especially old people, especially our grandparents. Yes, the climate change and the COVID-19 thing. I mean, all the pandemic stuff. Yes, it can happen any day. Yes, Isabella, you raised your hand, please. Sorry, Isabella, I can't hear you. Something's wrong with your microphone, I guess.
Do you listen me?
Oh, yes, I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
I was fond of films. And after watching films, I feared everything. But now, I also.
Isabella, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Can you please type that in the chat box? Can you send the message, because I can't hear you? You were talking about movies, or what was it? I guess you have a poor connection, or anything. Yeah, something like that.
May I?
Sure, madam.
It's very interesting question. In general, we have I have a lot of fears, I guess. One of them, it's high place. Yeah, I previously said about it. And second, I actually agree with Guli, climate change. Also, there we can add ecological problems. For example, air pollution, water pollution. Yeah. Also,
deforestation, right?
Yeah, deforestation, and also my fear is we don't know when we pass away. Life is short, and we sometimes forgot about it, and I fear maybe I don't speak.
Make in time.
Making I don't make in time do something useful for people. It's my fear.
Your fear is to pass away, right? Without
not actually, but I want to do something for people. Yeah. For example, I improve my English, and then I want to help other people who learn English. And maybe I still stay one place, and I can't teach people.
Got it. Okay. So someone joined. Okay, yes, guys. What about others? Is there anybody left? Salman? Oh, sure.
At the moment, at the moment, my effort is be impressed, like weird ball. How I can say impressed, yeah. Impressed.
So, айтып жатқан сөзіңіз бұл деген being ashamed, right? Уят болу дейсіз бе? So, being ashamed.
Being ashamed and of some animals like spider, snake, frog.
So, your biggest fear is shame or spiders, right?
Yeah, yeah, when I was shame, уят болгондо башка эч нерседен куркуп калгам да. А уят болчоң да уят болгондон куркум. Yeah.
Okay, got it. I mean, I can understand that. That's a very deep fear, right? I mean,
Yeah.
everybody fears that actually, but not everybody speaks about that, right? I guess so. I guess, of course, it's not like fear of spiders or fear of height. It is something more complex, right? Something more, I mean, difficult to deal with, I guess.
Yes, maybe.
Okay, thank you, Nurjan. So we have some new members. Abdilife, can you hear me? How can I call you? Okay, good. So yes, anybody else? Do we have somebody left? I see. Got it. Okay. It's okay. It's okay, Erkin. So let's move then. Let's move to the next slide. So in your opinion, what most people fear the most? Go учурда, азыркы күндө go учурда адамдар эмнеден коркот сиздин оюңузча? Адамдардын көпчүлүгү деп койсок. So what do you think?
As for me, losing someone, maybe.
Losing someone.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess, yes, you're right. Most people are afraid of losing someone. Okay. What else? To lose their job. Okay. I guess, yes, that's one of the fears. To lose their job. And yeah. Actually, if you have a good job, you will fear to lose your job, right? Okay. What else?
And accident also.
Accidents, especially car accidents, right?
Accidents, yes.
Car accidents, because they happen every day. And sometimes they are really horrible, right? You can see the screwed up cars and people and blood. So yeah, it's really fearsome. Okay, I think many people are afraid of spiders. I'm not afraid of spiders. Actually, I love spiders, but yeah, most people are afraid of spiders. Okay, so what else? What do you guys think? I guess climate change, right? As Guli mentioned before, yes, many people today are afraid of the climate change. To lose their business. Business. Of course, yes, to lose their business. Good. Sure.
I think it depends on situations and people who has good salary, high salary, fear that they can lose their work.
Okay, I can understand that's only natural. Of course, you're right.
Yes.
So
and before our days, most people fear of that fear of көз карашынан, элдин көз карашынан.
They fear the I don't know, of society, maybe, right? Society, or the opinion of the society, right?
Yes. The most people fear the opinion of society. But in our days, I think most people can't fear that.
Yes.
And, I think it is from one side. From one side, it is bad. I think.
I guess it's really bad to think of what people think of you. I mean, that's not a good thing. I guess that's a bad fear. That I think that people should not be afraid of that. Fear of inflation. I don't know about that. I mean, yes, that's a fear of getting poor, I guess, right? In the base. So basically speaking, it's a fear of getting poor, I guess. Okay, so do you guys have any other ideas?
Me,
Sure.
Mothers can afraid from that their baby can become bad person.
Oh, okay. So mothers or parents, let's say, right? Parents are afraid of their children being or getting or becoming a bad person. Okay, good. So somebody wanted to say something. Who was it?
Yes, me.
Sure.
I think people fear the most natural nutrients is losing.
Once again, come again. I couldn't catch that.
In the world, natural nutrients is losing. Натуральный продукттар жоголуп атат.
I see. Natural products. I see.
Natural products.
Or
Yes,
organic products, right?
Organic, yeah, and chemicals is increasing.
Бул жерден бир жерде оңдоп кетейин. Бул chemicals эмес, chemicals, Г'де бул CH деген эки тамга турганда бул ар дайым эле Ч боло бербейт. Г'де бул К деп окулат. Мисалы үчүн chemistry.
Okay.
Also chemicals.
Okay, thank you.
Good,
And
good. So
chemicals, and also many of viruses.
Viruses. Okay. Illnesses, diseases, right? Like COVID-19 or or other viruses. Of course. You're right.
Thank you.
Yes. Anybody else?
Me.
Sure.
There are a lot of fears. People have fears. Yeah. One of them, I think, it's disease. For example, cancer and accident. We can add accident, and because in our country this like a war, it's took away a lot of lives, and also some people fears maybe, for example, 21st century, all people improve yourself here. Everyone want to be intelligent, educated here, and to do something interesting or solve our world's problems. And they work about it, and there's a lot of things. For example, I can also say snake, about snake. Yes. Snakes. Yeah.
Snakes. Yes, I guess. Yes, it's similar to the fear of spiders, right? Yes, you mentioned everything right. We're afraid of wars, especially today, right? Especially today. We have so many wars going on around the world, and we are in a constant fear that war may come to our country, right? Because we're not protected from that. I guess that's one of the biggest fears of mine today. Yes, being involved in some kind of conflict or a war. That's the worst thing, I guess. So, yes, anybody else? Do you have any other ideas? So, I guess we're running short on time. So, guys, do you have any questions regarding the presentation, regarding the items in the chat box? So, if you have any questions, please ask them.
Which days will meeting every?
So we have talking clubs twice a week, so 2 times a week, on Wednesday and on Friday. Wednesday and Friday. So
Okay, thank you.
we will be waiting for you. Please join us on Wednesday and Friday at 8 o'clock in the evening. So again, guys, thank you very much for coming. Thank you for being active, and see you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you for your lesson. See
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you. So we have some new
Yeah.
Okay, so who joined right now? So thank you very much for coming, but yeah, the talking lab is over. So we'll be waiting for you next week on Wednesday and on Friday at 8 p.m. Okay. Okay, sure. We will be sending you the name of the topic. Okay, that's a good. Okay, thank you. Thank you. That's a good idea. I'm gonna send you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you all, and have a